What is up, YouTube? More exciting stuff for today. I have an idea for this channel that I've kind of always wanted to do. I've flipped cars since I was like, I don't even know, 14, 15. Like before I could even have a car, I bought one and kind of like learned how to trade them and fix them and all that kind of stuff. So I've had like probably 60 some cars. The last car I had, I bought like a crashed Jaguar F-Type. I ended up trading it for a Skyline. I know a guy that runs like a local import shop pretty close to me. So I ended up with like an R33 base Skyline sedan. Super boring, but I ended up getting like all the money for it. I got like almost double market value. I got 17 grand for that car. And I was kind of playing with profit. Like when I bought the Jag, I spent 4 grand of profit money from another car that I flipped. So it's always kind of been in the back of my head. I'm sure you've seen the title, so you probably know what's going on. But the idea is to flip into a supercar. Now, when I say that, I'm not going to, in a few months, be like flying out to pick up my $500,000 Aventador or anything like that. But the goal is to get into like maybe a first-gen R8, V8 like crashed, or like a Ferrari 360, or which I don't even know if that's considered really a supercar by today's standards, but something along those lines, something exotic, something crazy for like next to free. So what ended up happening was my buddy had this truck. He was like, help me sell this truck, blah, 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 all this stuff. I got roped in, I got interested, and I ended up buying it myself. So the truck is a 94 Toyota Tacoma. It's a 22 RE, it's manual. It's like butt ugly. It's so bad. The paint's like completely shot, but frame rails are intact. Everything's good, and it's been in his family since like the beginning of time. So 94 rolled off the showroom floor. His dad got it. He retitled it in his name, unfortunately, in like 2019 or something. So it's been in the same family. There's tons of receipts. It's solid. It runs. It drives great. That being said, he bought a new truck. Battery's dead. But other than battery and like cosmetics on this thing, it's pretty solid. It's like a good A to B car. So let's get to it. I'll show you the truck. Full disclosure, I bought this last night, and I actually have someone on my way to my house who said he would be here within the hour. I spent $700 on it. I really wanted to spend less. I wanted to start at like $500. I wanted to see if I could work from like a total like next to scrap car up. But this this is close enough. So we'll take a look at it and see what you think. All right, here she is. You know, she's got some spots. She's got some, definitely got some little corner rot there, but not so bad. This side's actually a lot better. The clear is like pretty much gone. The bed's actually pretty good. To be honest, my plans today for this whole video and like everything was I was actually just gonna wake up and like sand some of the rust out and then like cut and buff the whole thing and paint the bumpers black and see if I could get the paint to come back. It looks a lot better because it's raining right now, but it's definitely not great. Inside, kind of a war zone. It's pretty terrible, but it's there. It starts, it runs, it drives. I'm probably gonna try and clean some of this stuff out before this guy gets here, because there's like earplugs and all kinds of stuff going on. But yeah, this is it. I've been in this truck like a million times. Like I said, it's a friend's truck. Seen it, been around it for like years. Always kind of knew I'd own it, and now I do, I guess. Okay, so settled on 1900. Needs a battery, so try to give him a break. He told me 18. I went 19. There we go. So that thing's gone. Now I'm gonna go to probably like a Napa or Advance or something like that, or Autos. What the hell is he doing? Okay, I think he's learning to stick in my driveway. And then I'll go get the O2, and what else am I gonna need? Probably some plugs and like miscellaneous stuff. And then we'll get the car in the air and start working on it. That's it.
I think I fixed it. At idle, it's like pretty, I'm walking away because it's like so loud. At idle, it's still pretty lean. So I'm not sure, but when you're in it, I definitely fixed that problem. It gets like a good reading. It doesn't go crazy lean. It seems like 11, 12s, which is what, you know, it kind of should be. So I don't know, seems okay. We'll see, I guess. The intake that's on this, the car just got back from a body shop, and they did me like so dirty. They cut an intake up that supposedly didn't fit with the hood. It did rub like a little bit, but it was not that bad, and they just chopped it into pieces. So I have just a filter on the throttle body right now, which I know is not good. I don't know if it could account for that. I really don't think so, because it's tuned on like speed density. So maybe, I don't know. I plan on getting a better intake, but I think for now I'm gonna see what happens, and if it fouls it out again, something's wrong. Guys, not gonna lie, a couple days passed. I didn't really have a whole bunch of time to get to the 240, but the O2 sensor worked. It was just super fouled. I drove it around for a few days and everything seems fine. So I think it's just a fluke thing. I think I got oil on the O2. Biggest update would be I bought another car. So last time, it might be the same video. I might split it up. I'm not sure, but we know the Tacoma sold. I got 1,800 for it. And I made, I don't know, probably a bad decision, but we'll see. I don't know. It looks horrible. Pretty much everybody's been making fun of me all day, but I have a vision in my head, and I'll show you guys what I'm thinking and why I bought this car. So I was gonna film actually physically getting it, but I bought it at work, kind of sight unseen, and this kid dropped it off. So I got it for $1,000. I have a $500 surprise coming for it that I'm gonna pick up after I eat, and I spent $200 on like miscellaneous things that it's gonna need. So I picked up a couple things at the store. So let's see it. All right, there she is. All right, so it's an NA Miata, and it's just in really bad like exterior condition, which I love because I can fix all this. This is really not terrible. I'm sorry about the lighting. Kind of like rushed home to make this video, and it started to get dark. So at one point, I guess he had like some kind of flare kit on it that maybe it looks like he was trying to mold it in or something. I'm not sure. I'm gonna blast all this down. I'm gonna give this like the cheapest, shittiest paint job imaginable. Not purposely bad, but it's just not gonna be great, but that's okay, because there's a couple good things about this car. One, it is actually a one owner. Now, I don't know what that owner was thinking when he did any of this, but it's fairly solid, surprisingly, underneath. Like the rails are good. There's like no real rot. I'm sorry, neighbor's dog's barking. The top's beat, so I'm probably gonna buy another one of these, but I got a Miata buddy, so I think he has one. And the interior's like actually really not bad. Yeah, it's pretty clean. I just noticed, I guess this crank is like missing. Maybe it's in the car somewhere. I might even have something around. Oh, I didn't even notice this. It looks like it has the factory roll bar, which is kind of cool. Little shifter, handle for the e-brake, that kind of stuff. The one issue with this car, other than, all right, my bad. I was trying to go a little more in depth, but my battery died, and I had to run out anyway to get this mystery item, which I'll show you in a minute. So what I was basically gonna say was the only other thing going on with this, other than the horrendous, pretty much everything exterior, is there's definitely some lifter tick. So for those of you that don't have Miatas or know about them, super common. It's really not that big of a deal. However, it is annoying, and I don't want to have to deal with it or sell it to somebody and have them complain about it and listen to it. So I would rather hear no ticking noises and spend some money than hear complaining. So I'm gonna get that done. which I'm gonna do like two things. There's one way that you're supposed to be able to pour like ATF in. Somebody said like a couple quarts, which that to me is like insane. I think maybe a quart or half quart and kind of just see, or just like a little bit like gradually and try and like, you know, see what quiets it. But you basically pour a little bit of ATF in there, you run it, duration kind of varies depending which forum you're on. I think I'm gonna try and just like run it for like 5-10 minutes or something. I don't know. We'll see. If it quiets it up, cool. If not, there's actually the real way to fix it is to take like the rockers out, and they just basically don't have oil in them anymore. And let me show you. I'll show you, like, it kind of looks like this, which this is just like a shim from a 2JZ that like the cam kind of rides on that. But on the Miatas, they have a spring in here, and I think it's like I haven't actually seen one in person. I'm not sure. They're like hydraulic, but there was some part of it's like sprung. I don't know. I have to like look at them. But basically you take them out, you soak them, clean them, and then pull oil like back into them, and the sound goes away. So, but we'll try it this way first. I only spent a little bit on it, ATF. It's not a big deal. I am $100 in profit. Well, I'm all in profit, but I still have $100 from today, from all the stuff that I bought. So let me show you a couple things. So basically I bought an oil change and ATF. I'm gonna get flamed for this, but I don't care, because the whole point of this is to flip these cars and make some quick cash. And there's nothing that I know better than those two things. So this is going on the car. I'm gonna basically blast it down, take as much of this crap off as humanly possible. It looks like whoever owned this at one point went crazy with Bondo, because there's Bondo. I mean, obviously you can see the fenders and the quarters and stuff, but these are like molded in really horribly. So I have to figure all that out. I have to just buzz this down, sand it down. But it's a small car. I'm not worried about it. It's not even going to be a big deal. This looks bad. There's a couple rough spots, but it's overall clean. The rails are great. I don't know what I'm going to see under there. It's probably going to be bad. But we'll see. You know, the rails are good. All the structural points are pretty solid on this. So it's just going to be like, you know, I'm going to spray rust reformer on stuff if I see it. You know, it's not going to be a big deal. This guy, though, we're gonna hack. We're gonna hack it a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get this pretty good with like real filler, with like fiberglass and good stuff. Buzz it down. This is gonna get great foamed, and then cut, and then filled, and then painted. And that's it. This is gonna be super simple. Very, very simple. So I'm basically gonna do all that, get the car ready. This is the surprise. This is like the Deuce kit, they call it. Very like, you know, BN style kit. Looks super cool. I think it's gonna look great. This thing's like $1,400 after shipping and stuff. I think it's like 11 or 12, and then it's, I don't know. It's not like the cheapest thing in the world for a Miata. Like, you know, that $1,500 you could spend on, you know, a D-Max kit, or like I got these quarters for like, these end front fenders, like really wide front fenders, for like probably around the same. So definitely a good deal. I got all this for $500. The back is good, or I'm sorry, $600. Let me correct myself. The back is good, bumper is good. The front is not great, but it's just gonna get sprayed. I'm not even gonna fix the crack. It's like, there's no point. It's gonna look pretty solid once all this is together. And side skirts, which hopefully I can use, because I don't know how much of this is like really bad. So what I'm gonna do now is just start to break everything down, get like the snow off it, sand it a little bit, see what's up with these like side skirts. I don't even know, to be honest, how to go about taking these off. I think I'm gonna put oh man, dare I say, like a flat disc where it's safe looking, like where there's probably filler or just fiberglass or whatever. However much of this is either of those things. And then, I don't know. I think I'm gonna time lapse it, and then we'll just see what happens. way better tactic to just beat the shit with a sledgehammer or a crowbar. All right, so side skirts off. I can already tell a few things. One, we definitely got some rust there, but it's really not that bad. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I mean, this is a big gaping rust hole, but they're all kind of rusted out there, and that would be super easy to patch. And then the pinch weld is like, I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Probably can't, but it's super straight. I'm very, very shocked by that. I thought this would be a lot worse under here. I kind of thought he put these on because, well, he probably put it on because of that. But like the rest of the rocker looks pretty good. That's really not bad. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there yet, but all right. You guys are going back on the trash can, and then I'll go see how this new one looks and how much of what it covers, basically. What is up, guys? I just got back from work. Okay, so I did a ton of stuff off camera to this. This is kind of like a quick video just because I know it's leaving already. It's so bad. I'm gonna flip the camera around. It's so bad. That's immediately gonna be everybody's thought how bad it is. But wait, remember, it was really, really ugly before. It was so bad. I mean, it's not much better, but it's super green. All right, so listen, this is where it's at now. Kit's on. That's about it. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same, and it's very ugly green. The body is pretty bad underneath, so it doesn't look too good. However, I have a really awesome trade coming up, and I think it'll be awesome. Just take that little Unos. It is totally not a Unos, far from it. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at on this crappy Miata project. I didn't even tape much off when I was spraying it. I just got super lazy with it. But I think I have a really good trade coming up. So right now, all I'm gonna do is just super quick, like secure these guys, kind of get the bumper like on for this kid so you can drive home. Just make sure everything works real quick, but that's pretty much it. It's pretty much good to go. So next video, I'll show you guys what I got in the trade. Yeah, this thing's horrible, but I knew 1.8 Miata clean title runs and drives, always gonna sell, even if it's booger green, doesn't even matter. So in a little bit, I'll show you guys what I got and we'll go from there.